Hello, friends. In this short video, I would like to talk briefly about money, finance, and investments. Uh, uh, there are people they have traders mindset. There are people they have wealthy mindset. Some people have that entrepreneurial mindset, and some people have investor mindset. It depends upon the attitude and perspective of the people. Some people look for short term and they trade and they make money, but it involves transaction costs. Instead, what you should focus is that you should focus on investing mindset. When you invest, you will have a long horizon and you will make more money. If you look at Warren Buffett, he started very early. Unlike Charlie Munger, I think somewhere at 45 or so, he started uh, investing journey. Then, if you look at Simons, at the age of 51, he started his journey in investing. And I started my journey in investments at the age of 60. Now I'm 63 years old. Of course, I am not financially independent, but I'm. This is the journey of the people at the different attitudes, perspectives, and they started their journeys. But when you want to make money in the long term, you should have entrepreneurial mindset and you should have investor mindset. Then again, people have different philosophical mindsets. Some people are entrepreneurs, some people are investors. When you look at Charlie Munger or Simons or Warren Buffett, they had investor mindset. If you look at Elon Musk and many people, they're having a entrepreneurial mindset. So it all depends on their perspective and their philosophy and attitude. Okay, that is keep it aside. But overall, what I would like to share is that you should have a investor mindset rather than a trading mindset. When you trade, what happens? You make marginal profit. But whereas if you have a investor mindset, you will make more money in the long run. And when you have a wealthy mindset, you will go much longer than the journey of investor mindset. So these are the basic differences about various kinds of people. Uh, then secondly, investing is a matter of luck, some people say, but I would like to say that investing is all about a pluck means the ability to make decisions. I believe in pluck rather than luck. Luck depends on various other factors and forces. Mostly it depends on external forces and mostly depends on external forces and factors. And there is a internal locus of control and external locus of control. So many aspects are involved about luck. And more than the luck, you need to have the pluck means the ability to make decisions. I made so many mistakes, and but every time I learned lessons from the mistakes, then I moved. Then it's a life is a learning curve, and mostly I failed due to external forces and factors. And add to that, I don't have any. I was born into a toxic family and grew up in a toxic environment. That is one more problem. And I don't have any ancestral property. And basically, I believed in acquiring knowledge and sharing my knowledge. I'm passionate about education and learning since my childhood. And apart from that, two things I believe in my life is continuous learning. Second thing is taking feedback. These are the things I follow throughout my life. And I have 45 years of diverse experience, including in Air Force business, teaching, and training. And I made my debut as an author in the year 2010. Within a span of 16 years, I published 56 books and more than 1,000 articles I published, more than 300 research papers I published. So I believe in creating models and frameworks. So when you want to make investments, you should have an edge. That's one thing. Then you should create frameworks. You should when you create unique frameworks, you'll be able to create a positive impact, and others will follow, and they get inspired by these frameworks. So I basically create rules, philosophy, then I create models, mentals, models, methods. So like this, lots of things I did because I'm a researcher, and author, and I create stories to impact humankind. So this is briefly about my life and the philosophy of investments. So when we talk about investments, you can go for IPOs, but IPOs won't give any much returns because mostly it's a PR game. So more than the IPOs, so you can directly invest into stock market. Once the dust settles, then you can buy from the market. But you can research, and you have a long view, then you can make money from the stock market. And you can, secondly, you can go for mutual funds, you can go for lump sum, and you can directly get into stock market, especially if you are working from 9 to 5, and if you have a very good team and dedicated team, and if you are so passionate about making money, and creating wealth, so what you can do is that you can do a lot of research, and you can make money, and you hire the team. And sometimes, most of the times, we fail in investments, so it's quite natural, and we have to accept the realities, but every time we have to learn lessons, and we have to keep moving forward. This is about investment journey, and this is my philosophy of life and investments. And let me share with you my challenge, that I had a brain stroke in the year 2021. I survived because of my positive psychology, and because of the power of subconscious mind. And despite all the challenges, I rose from the ashes like a phoenix. So lots of challenges I'm having. So age is just a number. Anyone can make money at any time. Only thing is that you should be very resilient. You should stay clearly focused. You should have a patience. You should have discipline. You have a long view and long horizon. So when you are equipped with these tools and techniques, it definitely can make money. You can create wealth. More than creating wealth, you focus on your health, which is very important. First comes with, health first, education second, and wealth third. These are the principles I stick to. This is based on my best-selling book titled "See the Light in You." I request you to consider subscribing and sharing with your networks. With gratitude.